Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all the participants by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. Do roundy round. Our officials for our game tonight are John Wallace and Kylie Holt. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and place your hand over your heart as our national anthem is played. Ladies and gentlemen, starting lineup for Pleasant Grove Vikings. Number 2, Avery Valgarson. Number 7, Molly Mitchell. Number 8, Catherine Britton. Number 17, Aaliyah McDaniel. Number 23, Marlene Bayer. Number 40, Addison Beck. Number 44, Taylor Nelson. The head coach for the Vikings is Issa Takahashi.
We welcome you back to PGS, and I am Zane Grothy here commentating the volleyball game. Today's matchup will be the Pleasant Grove Vikings versus American Fort Cavemen. Vikings coming into this game coming off of last week performing so good against Lone Peak. As we are ready to start off this game, Pleasant Grove starting with the first serve. And to start off the game, as AF with a hard spike for an AF point, PG could not return it. I also need to find the roster for the Vikings, because I do not remember the names. As AF serves and looks like might have been hitting the gym a little bit. Hit it a little too far out of bounds for a Vikings point to make the score 1-1. As number 7 for the Vikings, Molly Mitchell goes with the serve. Tatum Nelson with the fake spike. Barely going over the net by AF. AF might have thought that it was going back down on PG's side and went straight down on their side. Little bit of miscommunication. And as me and Boston have talked about like 2 games ago, that is one of my favorite words when I commentate volleyball, is miscommunication. I don't know why, but it just is. As Pleasant Grove gets the point off of a whistle. Don't really know what it was. I want to say false start, but I don't think that's a thing in volleyball. As Molly Mitchell again with the serve. Going over to AF side. AF can get it over. PG tries to block it, and it goes right out of bounds. As there is a sub for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. The sub contains of Molly Mitchell going out and Cassidy Brinton, or I am so sorry if I say that. I cannot read. As I believe Pleasant Grove spiked it, and Pleasant Grove did spike it and went out of bounds for an AF point. Score now being 3-4. Missed. I'm going to correct myself there. It is now 5-3. As Pleasant Grove is getting ready to serve, number 13, Caitlin Stalder. As it's a very close return for Vikings to barely get it, barely saved, and right over the net for a Pleasant Grove point, as Pleasant Grove's bench does a little bit of a celebration. Pleasant Grove with the serve. Wasn't very a hard serve, didn't go that far. Barely went past the right side, like on the screen, the right side of the A, barely went past that. And it was a PG point. I low-key don't remember, but anyways, Pleasant Grove getting it over. Looks like it might have been called as a double hit. The ref threw up 2 fingers, and so I believe that is a double hit. I am not 100% sure. As PG went right off her chest. As it's a good return for PG, gets it over. AF cannot return it. As she went for it, went very low to the ground, and it just went straight out of bounds into the Cavemen student section. I believe it is their student section. I'm not 100% sure. As Pleasant Grove with the serve again. Can AF get it over? Yes. Yes, they can, but went a little too far out of bounds for another Pleasant Grove point. Both teams showing that they do like hitting the gym a lot, because they sure are hitting it so far out of bounds when it does go out of bounds. As you saw on the screen right there, Pleasant Grove barely getting the ball inbounds. AF thought it was gonna go out, and it did not go out, as it's barely in. Making the score 5-9. AF, not AF. I'll continue that story, but AF went for it and kind of ran into their coaches, so they couldn't really do much. But what I was gonna say is PG has, oh my gosh, PG is just so good this year. Volleyball especially, so good. Being 17-1, I believe, our only loss to Lone Peak. And I believe me and Sheldon did talk about it yesterday on the JV soccer stream. If any of you guys did tune into that, Sheldon said that he talked to some of the Pleasant Grove players and said that they didn't feel like themselves going into that first Lone Peak game. And that is what cost them the loss. But they said that, and then they showed that they went into that Lone Peak game on Tuesday and showed that they were feeling themselves that day, and they ended up coming back and winning that game to put their record to 16-1, showing that they can be a better team than Lone Peak. And that is something that all teams want to do. They want to show Lone Peak that they are not the best school at everything. And me and Boston did talk about it. I believe it was either me or Boston or me and Caden who said, I said that I feel like any team, especially PG, that plays Lone Peak, their mentality goes from saying we're the best team to saying we are not going to beat this team, because they know Lone Peak is a very good school. So it's just one of those things where, like Sheldon said yesterday on the soccer stream, they weren't feeling themselves, and that's what cost them their one loss on their record. But they did show Lone Peak that they can come back and they can shake that loss off and come back and beat them to make their record 17-1, I believe. Could be higher, could be one number lower. I'm not 100% sure. As I also do not have an AF roster, so I am so sorry about that. I will try to get one very shortly, as soon as possible. As we see a hit up in the air by Tatum Nelson to number 40, Addison Beck. I'm sorry, I read that and it looked wrong for a second. Very good. She looked like she was going to spike it and just didn't spike it, I guess. I don't really know. But anyway, a hard spike again by Addison. But AF returns it. AF returning very two hard spikes by PG. You don't see a lot of teams returning our spikes because of how hard they are. They are so fast and they are such good spikes. So you do not see many teams returning those spikes. So when you do see a team return those spikes, you're kind of shocked because it's impressive. As Pleasant Grove with the point, don't really know. The ref called something. I believe it was out of bounds. As there was a sub, Caitlin Stalder went out for number 23, Marlee. I'm just going to stick with Marlee. I don't know how to say the rest of the name. As PG gets another point. PG in such a good position to win this first set. 17-1 current score, as they are looking to get that score up to 25 and not letting AF come back. As Pleasant Grove with a very impressive, very impressive save to get them another point. And as AF could not return it, making the score 7-18, Vikings in the lead. I don't know what else to say other than the Vikings are so good. They are so good at showing that they are so good at just winning all these games. Pleasant Grove, any team wants to win a 3-set like sweep, I guess you would call it. So like 1, 2, 3. Any team wants to do that. As Vikings serve the ball, and it looked like AF called a timeout, but the rest didn't call anything till AF, I don't know, until Vikings served the ball. I was a little confused. I heard the whistle, and I look, Vikings are serving the ball. And then you look to the right side, and AF's team is just gone. Like, they're just not on the court. They were all in a huddle, and that confused me, because half their players were just off, and it took the refs a little bit to call the whistle. So I don't really know what happened there. But anyway, score being 7-19. Pleasant Grove with the serve, hoping to win. Whoa, hold on. Hoping to win this game. Yeah, hoping to win this game and hoping to win this first set, as they are in such a good position, as AF gets that barely in, right through the corner, right to the corner, barely getting in to give AF another point. 8, make them go from 7 to 8 points, but Vikings still in a major lead, being up 8-19, still in a very good position, only needing 6 more points, I believe. Yeah, 6 more points to win this first set. As Pleasant Grove gets it over, but it hits the antenna of the net, like the little pole. As I believe they just called it out of bounds. As that gives AF another point. AF getting ready to serve number 20. Again, I do not have a roster, so I'm sorry about that. I will try to get one when I can. As Pleasant Grove thought that they were going for the spike, so they all went up to the net to try to block the ball. Left number 8. Let me pull up the roster. Number 8, Cassidy Brinton, to try to return the ball, and it just went straight backwards. As Pleasant Grove with the hard block, but goes straight right out of bounds into the AF student section. I do want to say, there isn't. I see maybe 3 students from AF here. As Pleasant, I just want to say shout out to Pleasant. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong. Oh, no, I wasn't. Shout out to Pleasant Grove Vikings fan base. We have such an amazing fan base. Parents, students, kids, players, little brothers, sisters. They all show up to support whoever is playing. And I do want to say shout out to them. Just showing what true Viking spirit is all about. Showing up, supporting their teams. As even though some of the teams we play is a little bit of a travel. Like travel car-wise, like 45 minutes, blah, 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 those type of distances. So thank you so much for being able to go and watch your kids play in person or listening in to PGSN as Pleasant Grove gets that amazing point, hits it right over the net. A little bit of a fake spike. I would do a replay, but I do not know how to work our replay system, as I will also try to figure that out as soon as possible. Score being 12-20, what, voice crack? 12-21 in the first set. Vikings with the return. Both teams try to block. AF tries to block it and cannot get it. Hits their chest and goes straight into the net and down onto the court for Pleasant Grove. Another point, putting them up 22-12, only needing 3 more points to win this first set. As I had to take a little bit of a cough break, and that ball goes out of bounds for another Vikings point, 12-23. And I was wrong. Vikings apparently called the timeout when I was talking about that, I believe. At least that is shown on our screen, so I'm not 100% sure. But I don't know how to run the commercials. I will be right back. I am Zane Grothy. This has been PGSN, and we will take a short break. As we welcome you back to PGSN, a little bit of late commentating. I was getting the second mic ready as barely in. As I muted because our YOLO thing said that, or our screen said that there is no audio. So I don't even know if you guys can hear me. As Pleasant Grove takes the first set, 25-15, being so dominant in that first set, showing that they are the best team in 6A, or however you phrase that, and just showing that they can be so dominant on this court. Once again, I do not know how to run commercials. I'll go down and ask Duffy, but this has been PGSN. We thank you so much for tuning in. We will be right back in about 2 minutes to continue this second set, to watch the Cavemen and Vikings battle for the second set win. I've been Zane Grothy, and I will be right back. This is the right mic. I grabbed the wrong mic. As we welcome you back to PGSN, starting off the first set with the Vikings point being up 1-0. I am so sorry if you heard me talking a little quiet, just like 30 seconds ago. I grabbed the wrong mic. Don't know how, but I did. As we will have, after that at AF point, we will have a special guest commentator again who joined me on the soccer stream yesterday, Sheldon Sweet. Don't know when. He's taking photos for PG right now. He's down on the court. You cannot see him. He's on the sidelines. As a short serve for AF looked really hard to return, but she did. But the refs called something. Don't know what it was. Really don't. As an amazing rally between Pleasant Grove and American Fork, but Pleasant Grove, I believe, comes out on top. The scoreboard is gone on the screen. Don't know where it went. Don't know how to get it back either. Let's see if that does anything. No. Do not know how to get that back on the screen as AF, this crazy return. She rolls on the ground and does a little somersault on the ground to return the ball. Amazing rally. Both teams just returning everything that they have to offer. As Pleasant Grove misses the block. And number 1, let me pull my roster back up once again. Number 1 with almost a crazy save, Elizabeth Carver. As crazy hard hit for Pleasant Grove, as it is a Pleasant Grove point. And we will be having a co-host maybe. Okay, never mind. He is not joining us right now at the moment. As score being 3-3. I don't know where the scoreboard is on the screen. As Pleasant Grove with a hard spike to make the score 3-4. Pleasant Grove, one of their main factors this year has been how hard their spikes have been. So good with just everything, blocks, spikes, serves. Yeah, it's crazy. As AF with the barely return, fingertip return on the ground, as Tatum Nelson with the hard spike, but is blocked by AF. Pleasant Grove tries to go and return it, but it can't. They can't go return it, goes right into their bench, so they cannot very much really dive for that ball, as there is a substitution for Pleasant Grove, as AF is getting ready to serve. As refs call the whistle for an AF point. Don't know what it was. It's kind of been, the refs have been kind of calling some stuff that I don't really know what it is or what it's for. As there we go. All right. As the mics were a little loud when Sheldon Sweet put on his mic and unmuted, but welcome, Sheldon.
What's up, guys?
Welcome, welcome. We are excited to have you on the stream commentating. As AF with the hard spike, but it goes out of bounds. I talked about it earlier, Sheldon. Both teams, they've had some plays where they spike the ball so hard and it goes like 5-6 feet out of bounds. I took one of Alan's phrases that he said during volleyball, and it was, "They are hitting the gym too much."
Dude, I guess so, man. I don't know if you saw, but on the AF Instagram page, there was a bunch of like deadlifting like 120 and crap like that.
That's crazy.
I was like, dude, that's wild.
Yeah,
like
that's crazy. That is crazy.
I bet you they are, bro.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Another hit from AF goes right out of bounds for a Vikings point, being 6-7 in the second set.
I think PG's gonna pull away a little more as the first set.
I think they will too. As
good save by Kennedy.
Pleasant Grove with the return. AF tries to block
and
it,
they
but
throw it down.
They cannot, doesn't go over the net, and a hard spike by the Vikings, making the score 6-8. Sheldon, I'm gonna let you commentate by yourself for like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go figure out scoreboard for the screen.
Okay, bet. What's up, guys? PG with the ball. Avery throws it up. Barely saved. They should let that one go. Hits the net. Oh, and that is AF's ball. That is unfortunate. Barely hit her. Really unfortunate. It's been a good game so far, guys. I don't know if you guys have been tuning in the whole time or not, but it's been great. AF with the ball. Throws it way high in the air. AF. PG. Oh. Oh, almost saved it by PG. Great shot by AF. Good job.
We've seen, also we did fix scoreboard. We have seen both teams have those plays where they go and they try to save the ball and it's either too low or they just cannot get there in time, but both teams showing their effort on not to let up any more points. As right there, you see an AF player just slide across the court trying to go get that ball.
Yeah, that's happened multiple times on PG's side, just last set, or even just the beginning of the set. Number one in particular dived like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
And she only saved him once.
Has barely saved an AF player almost running over the other player. As 2 players from AF try to go for the ball, miscommunication, but still get it over the net.
Great save by PG. Oh, just out of bounds. AF's point. AF is now up 10-8.
Sheldon, you have missed it a little bit. When me and Boston do commentate, we found out that my favorite word when I commentate volleyball, whoa, I got baseball and football confused and said it in one word. But as I commentate volleyball, one of my favorite words to describe on what like the reason was for a team not scoring is miscommunication.
Yeah, no, for sure. With any sport, no, I've played sports in the past, and miscommunication is the biggest thing, especially with something like volleyball where everyone needs to hear you and you need to have that one person that like commands the court.
Yeah, like right there we saw it. Both players went try to save the ball, like they're just right next to each other. That's miscommunication.
Yeah, a lot of players, you know, they get kind of antsy and they're like, oh no, it's gonna go out of bounds. You just gotta like, you calm down, take a second. No, hey, I got it.
Yeah, 100%. As score being 10-10 in the second set, as it is a Vikings point, I believe. Yes, it is.
Barely clipped the net by AF. PG with the serve again, 11-10. Good serve by PG. Great serve by PG. Served it just barely over the net.
Number 40 with the serve, Addison Beck. We've seen her serve, I feel like, quite a bit this game. I'm not 100% sure about that. Do not quote me on that, please. As AF tries.
AF whiffs that one. That was a good effort. If that would have went over, that probably could have been AF point easily.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of those too where they say, we're going to set it, and tricks the other team, and then they spike it right down on them, and they don't expect it.
You know, that's been a really, really big thing with PG's success is because they do like this, like, they will throw it super high, and then they fake, like, 2 people, and then the person on the very end finally spikes the ball.
Yeah. And that's definitely something, too, that's just, like you said, big factor on Pleasant Grove's side that's got us a lot of points.
Yes.
And has probably is the reason we've won a lot of our games.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't expect it. I mean, they verse teams like Lehigh and Skyridge and stuff where they don't do trick plays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
PG has mastered that type of stuff. And that's really just like the biggest thing of why we have won so many games is that they just understand the game and they know what's going to happen on the court before it happens.
Yeah. And I do believe our record is 17-1. I could be wrong, but I do believe it is 17-1.
The only loss being to Lone Peak.
Yeah.
Which this week, actually, we beat Lone Peak.
Yeah. I did talk about that. I said it's something with PG, and not even just PG, with other teams where they say, okay, we're a really good team, and then any team goes and plays Lone Peak, and their mentality goes from we're a really good team to we're going to lose because we know Lone Peak's a good team.
Yeah, I know. It's...
As AF tries to return it. Number 18 on AF gets the return, but number 4, I believe, could not get there in time.
Yeah, I know. With PG, they're actually 18-1 right now.
18-1. That is my fault. I've been saying 17-1 this whole game.
An incredible record.
Yeah, very, very good record. As we will take a short break. This has been PGSN. I'm Zane Grothy, and I am joined here with
Sheldon Sweet.
We will be right back with you on PGSN.
Welcome back here to PGSN. PG just barely served the ball and it's out of bounds right away. That is not a good start. That is AF's point, 12-15. PG is still up. PG has won the first set. Let's see what PG can pull out the back pocket this time.
PG with that first timeout. It is a little weird to think with
Great spike by Pleasant Grove.
It's a little weird to think after every set your timeout's reset, because I'm used to football or even basketball where you have limited timeouts till the second half.
Yeah, no, I like the way that volleyball is formed though.
Yeah.
Volleyball's still a great sport. It might be a little weird sometimes, but
yeah. It
number
could be
13 with the serve.
It's definitely confusing too if you don't know the rules.
For Pleasant Grove. Number 13 is actually a junior this year, and she has been playing VAR since last year as a sophomore. She's a phenomenal player.
Yeah. And that's incredible to say, yeah, I'm a sophomore and I'm playing varsity. Like, that's,
especially for a team that's 18-1 right now.
Yeah, that's lucky a flex.
Yeah. Oh, great block. Pleasant Grove, number 44.
Tatum Nelson with that block. We've looked it up on Max Preps. Tatum Nelson, I believe, is leading our teams in a lot of stats.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, she's 6'7", dude.
Yeah, 6'5".
So she's huge compared to every other volleyball player. She is literally a giant, which is freaking awesome. I think that she's easily be getting multiple D1 offers coming up this year.
Yeah, 100%. She's only a junior, I believe.
No, yeah, I think she might be a senior.
No, she's a junior. Yeah, I think she's a junior.
Yeah, since this is her junior year, she's easily going to get multiple offers. She still has time to develop and
she still has one more year to prove herself too.
Exactly.
That she is the best. And I feel like she's already proven that this year just with her stats.
Oh yeah.
Me and Boston, we were in radio class. We got bored, so we were looking at the volleyball stats. Tatum Nelson did not play much her sophomore year. She was on the varsity team, but did not play much. So
she was really but the thing though is that she might not have played much, but she was in on those big moments because they knew, like, hey, she is a tall, individual, and that we need her to be right in the front. So when they slam that ball down, she can just block.
She can just get there. Yeah, it's incredible to look at her stats from last season compared to now. Though they're just doubled in every stat.
That's good.
Every single stat is doubled. She's such an amazing player, as you can see on the court there.
Tatum Nelson is a phenomenal player.
Yeah, as you see on the court, all Pleasant Grove huddles just kind of laughing. Don't know what they said in there, but
21-12, Pleasant Grove. That was a dominant set by Pleasant Grove. Even though the set's not over, that was a dominant low factor by Pleasant Grove.
Yeah, I think another key factor with Pleasant Grove on how good they are is their chemistry and just how much they care for their team.
Yeah, how much they care for each other is a really big part.
Like you see in their huddles, you see like timeouts or everything. They're just laughing. They're having fun.
And they love to play. Like with PG, I mean, no one in this game would be diving onto the floor, risking their own body to save a ball for just themselves. Yeah,
100%. That's a very valid point.
AF does have some miscommunication on that one.
That is what you talked about too, Sheldon, is I believe you said that the adrenaline does get to some of the players and they think that it's going out of bounds, and like you said, they just need to calm down. She thought it was going out of bounds and it went pretty short.
Well, sometimes you just have those things. It's like, I think that's going out of bounds, but not 100% sure. With sports like this, especially with volleyball, when it's such a thin margin, you need to be sure, and if not, you need to have someone over there.
Yeah, you need to have at least someone maybe behind you to save that ball.
But that was a hard one to block. I mean, they just really set it up, and then no one was really in that bottom or top right corner.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be one of those things, too, where it's like if we were on the court and we were in that position, we would be thinking so much differently.
Oh, yeah. Great save by PG.
As PG can save the ball, hard spike, but AF does return it. Tatum Nelson
there we
again
go. Pleasant
with a hard spike. I talked about this a little bit earlier, Sheldon. I said that when we play any team, you do not see a lot of teams return our spikes.
No, not at all.
Not at all. You do not. Our spikes are so hard and just so powerful that I feel like most teams are just scared to go and try to return it.
Our spikes are just, they're very vicious. Like, they have, you know, people like when they're sitting there like, oh yeah, I'm about to freaking blast this through the floor. And that's what you got to be thinking about with a sport like this. Is hitting it as hard as you can, knowing that if you hit that hard enough, they are not going to go.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Sorry, you think.
I don't know what it was called. I forgot.
As Pleasant Grove comes out on top for the second set, winning 25-13. First set winning 25-15. Pleasant Grove hoping to come into this third set, winning it, just going to 25 points, hoping they don't have to go win by 2.
Yeah, that's just like the AF game and the game before that. I'm pretty sure they had, what, 4 or 5 sets. It's just tiring, you know, like when they're playing 100%. But AF, like, we're already up 2 sets. I think we're gonna calm down a little bit, but hopefully not too much where it's gonna affect our play.
Yeah, I talked about that a few games ago where I said you can be up 2 sets, you can be up 1 set, or in a set you can be up 10 points. You can't say, oh, we're up by this many or we're up by this many sets and let that get to your head and calm down. Otherwise, that's gonna screw you over. We saw it like 2 games ago, I believe, where I don't know who we played 2 games ago. I kind of forgot, but we saw that happen, and we just let that team go on. I'm pretty sure it was like a 6-score streak, and that just really did not help.
Well,
PG
you know,
at
it
all.
happens like with any sport, especially football and stuff like that. You're like, hey, I'm up by 28 points. I can put in the JV players, but I mean, football, 7 points per. That's only 3 touchdowns or 4 touchdowns, and that's really only 4 plays if you're good enough.
Yeah.
Just a few years ago, Orem versus PG. PG was up by like 22, I think, then Orem started catching up a little bit, and then we put it back in our varsity players, and we did dominate, beating them by like 47 or something like that.
I think it's one of those things, too, if we're going back to the varsity stuff, like, if you're going to put in your varsity, you got to be up more than, in football terms, 28 points. You got to be up way more than that to say, okay, let's put in our JV players.
Yeah.
100%.
I totally agree, unless it's like, you know, against a team like Riverton or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I guess I kind of understand that, but.
Yeah. All right. We will take a 1-minute break. This has been PGSN, and we will be right back with you.
Welcome back to PGSN and our coverage of the Pleasant Grove versus American Fork volleyball game. This has been a good matchup so far. I mean, PG is up 2 sets. This is the 3rd set coming up. Just a few more minutes left in play, hopefully. And PG, I think they're going to dominate this set too. You know, they haven't really taken out any dominant players so far. They have put in, you know, a few different people, seeing how, you know, they adapt to how American Fork plays and how we how we play and how we react to what they do. Because really, that's all sports are. It's just reaction, reaction, reaction. If you can react the right way to what the other team does, you are going to win the game. I think that's what Pleasant Grove has done this game so far, and we have been pretty dang good. Pleasant Grove coming up for the spike, or no, not spike. I forgot. Oh, and they miss and goes out of bounds actually. Oh man, that is a bummer. AF was definitely going for that ball. That was a good little shot. If that would have just been a little bit shorter, that would have been great. AF with the serve. Number 1 saves the ball for Pleasant Grove. She has saved the ball multiple times now, and that is just out of bounds for Pleasant Grove. Ellie Carver is number 1. She has saved the ball multiple times, diving on the floor, diving outside of bounds, whatever she can do to save the ball for Pleasant Grove. Great save by Avery Valgardson. Oh, that was a crazy hit by number 17. Just barely missed the AF players right into the gap. AF point, or no, not AF point, Pleasant Grove point, AF 2, Pleasant Grove 1.
As Pleasant Grove cannot get that point.
I do not think that hit the PG player. I think he did call that wrong. That went straight past her and she barely dodged it, but I'm not down on the floor.
Yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
You know what I've noticed with this AF team, though, is that AF has been coming up. Each set, they start leading by a little bit, and then PG sort of just locks in, and you know they just get the work done.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot from oh my gosh, I cannot speak. We have seen that a lot from previous games where we could be down. Oh. We could be down 5. We could be down 6. And we see Pleasant Grove come back.
Someone just sat on the table.
No.
2, someone pushed on the table.
No.
Or 3, someone leaned on the Is everyone all right?
Yeah, we are so sorry for that pause. We did have some technical difficulties.
Tell them what you did.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're good.
Zane did sit on the table,
No, I
but did
didn't.
collapse.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Just admit it.
Number 17, PG with the. No way, I forgot this 4 different times now. What is that called when they start the thing with the throw? When they hit it up. Ugh.
The serve?
Yeah, the serve. There we go. AF with the serve, number 14, Kennedy Hale, I'm pretty sure. She's a transfer from Pleasant Grove, actually. She did play here last year. Her and another one, Brooke Pont, both transferred to American Forks. They have not seen too much playing time, but Kennedy has definitely seen a lot more. That goes out of bounds. Pleasant Grove's ball. Number 44, Tatum Nelson serving.
I feel like we don't see a lot of her serving.
No, not at all.
So it's kind of a rare, I don't know how to say it.
Rare occasion.
Yeah.
And that is not a good play by Pleasant Grove. I think they thought if they were going to hit their hand, deflect back towards them, but I guess not.
As AF with the serve. Pleasant Grove being up 6-7. Sheldon did talk about it. Sheldon is going to get water, but we did talk about how they do come back. Hold on. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. As we are back, as we're listening to that table collapse. As AF with the Vikings with the point went out of bounds. Duffy looking at me going, "You're stupid." As everything is okay though. So we are okay. Pleasant Grove being in this lead by 4 points, 7-11. As Pleasant Grove looking like they're going to strike it over the net and does not. As Vikings go for the block and barely goes off their fingertips. As Pleasant Grove with the serve. And AF hits the ball and cannot get there in time. Goes just right behind their bench. As Sheldon Sweet is back from getting his water.
I didn't grab water.
Oh. Did you trip?
Yeah.
Oh, tight.
Great point. Pleasant Grove just really out of bounds by American Fork.
Pleasant Grove being in the lead 8-14. You talked about it earlier, Sheldon, where you said that, well, we both kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
Where they can be down a certain amount of points and then PG locks in, comes back. And
Well, it's happened all 3 sets today. I mean, they've had multiple sets just like this one where AF came out to a lead and then PG, started catching up, and then we just dominate from there on out.
Yeah, 100%.
(14-9), Pleasant Grove is still up. It is American Forks ball. Let's see what they can do here.
As a left-handed server, have not seen a lot of those.
Great spike by number 23. That's a phenomenal spike. I have not seen her too much this game, but she just made a big play for Pleasant Grove.
Number 23 being... I don't know how to say that.
Phoebe DePew, I think.
Phoebe DePew.
Yeah, it doesn't say 23 though, so she doesn't look like she's on the roster.
Oh,
but she is definitely on the roster.
I thought that said.
Play.
I did think. I thought that said 23. That is my bad.
Pleasant Grove, dude, that was a phenomenal play. Great job.
Sorry, table. Duffy, you're gonna make the table collapse.
Yeah, don't hit it too hard.
Yeah, it's gonna collapse, Duffy.
Tatum Nelson with the slam down. Holy cow. That was a quick one, dude. That went straight down. No one was going to be able to save that one.
Yo, what if it wasn't me that made the table collapse? What if it was Duffy, even though he was down and sitting on the...
Nah.
On the bleachers, bro.
That couldn't be. You were sitting on it, so.
Nuh-uh. It's okay, though.
Good block by Tatum Nelson again. Holy cow.
We've seen
she is such a great player.
Every single game with those blocks and spikes.
You have seen so much from her this game as well.
So
She has came up big in every single scenario once they put her in as possible.
As we will take a short break with you.
Welcome. First American Fork volleyball game. This has been PG is serving the ball. Good serve by PG number 13, the junior. That was an incredible block attempt, but we could not make that one happen. Oh, this is a new one, Brick Pont in the game now. She is also a transfer from Pleasant Grove. She has not seen too much game time, but she is serving the ball for American Fork. Grove could not get it.
For not getting much playing time and then coming in and doing that, it's impressive.
Maybe she should be getting just a little bit more playing time.
Yeah.
Saving a point or scoring a point. Okay, sorry guys, we're back. This can't be real though.
So
that is another ace for Pleasant Grove. Multiple each game. If you guys have not... Okay. If you guys have not seen... Oh, yeah. If you guys have not seen, but after each ace for Pleasant Grove, we do the little Soo thing. Usually the players do it first in the sideline, and then all of the PG fans do it. It's a little tradition we have going on here.
As Pleasant Grove with a hard spike goes straight out of bounds though, just too far to the right. Working out too much, I guess, hitting it
American
so
Fork
hard.
is always hitting the gym, dude.
Yeah,
And that's a good and bad. Great play by American Fork.
American Fork, we were
Looks
up.
like bench is on the floor for some reason.
Yeah, don't really know why.
I don't know.
Normally only do that when
American
they...
Fork. Oh, what a play by American Fork. That is crazy. Barely got it. PG would have saved that. That would have been amazing. Looks like we cannot get there that time. 19-16. Pleasant Grove is up, and that is a missed serve by American Fork. Kennedy Hale. Tatum Nelson to serve, number 44. She's been a phenomenal.
Not even
And
just
that is
this,
not a phenomenal serve.
not even just this game though, just
Every single game, you know, she has a huge wingspan. She really doesn't even have to jump to get over the net. And that's really one thing that's been helping us so much. 18-1 record.
yeah. She's definitely a big factor to this team. So is every other player on the Vikings though. As ball is sent to the moon.
And what a play by Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove's point. Hit it up really high. They thought they were going to slam it down onto us, and it just slipped right in between them. Number 2, Avery Valgartson for the serve. Avery serves it up. AF hits it out of bounds. Oh, and Pleasant Grove with the slam down again. Number 40, I think her name is Addison. That was a crazy play, phenomenal play by Pleasant Grove.
Number 40 is, if I can find it, yeah, Addison Beck.
Addison Beck, yeah, she's been a key player this game as well. Oh, just barely missed a diving save, number 8.
Vikings only needing 3 more points to win this third set, going 1, 2, 3, and sending
3 and out.
Cavemen. I want to say home, but they're kind of already home, so
Send them back home. Yep.
Sending them back with a loss on their record.
I think that. Oh, that was American Fork's point. I thought that might have been the third hit, but okay.
Pleasant Grove trying to send AF with another loss on their record, and they are trying to put another win on PG's record, going 19
Out of bounds.
and 1.
What a call by Pleasant Grove. Like we were both saying earlier about the miscommunication and good communication. The number 8 on Pleasant Grove, who is the only one wearing the white jersey, she's the commander of the court. She tells everyone when and where to be. And that's just what happened there. They said, no, don't hit that, and they didn't, and they did get that point.
Yeah, as Pleasant Grove's varsity volleyball team's on the sidelines watching, and they started chanting, "I believe that we will win."
That is AF's point. This has been a pretty different game. I think that should have been PG's, but okay.
Yeah, putting AF with an amazing comeback, being down at 11 points and then working their way up all the way in 20 in less than probably 5 minutes.
Yes.
As
American Fork has been playing pretty good. They're trying to have that little comeback. I don't know if it will happen. Pleasant Grove slams it down. And it is our point, Pleasant Grove's point. Tatum Nelson is coming back into the game for Pleasant Grove. Tatum Nelson, number 44. One of the most key players on the Pleasant Grove's roster.
Yeah. As number 8, Cassidy Brenton.
Back to serve.
With the serve.
Ellie Carver. Another great hit by number 23.
Hard spike.
Oh, and that is just barely out of bounds.
That
was a great spike. You could definitely tell that they were kind of intimidated by that one.
Yeah.
That was a good call by number 4, though. The one with the red jersey, just like Pleasant Grove when we only have the white jersey. commander of the court, you know, she said, don't get it. And they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, that is on the line.
Barely in.
American Fork's point. If we get one more, if AF gets one more point, then we won't be able to just win like that. Might not be a 3 and out. American Fork needs to lock in, or Pleasant Grove needs to lock in a little bit. I think we get it here.
Tatum Nelson with the hard spike.
Tatum Nelson, number 44. Another spike.
What a way to end
That is 3 and out. American Fork had a good comeback there.
They did have
They scored 11 points unanswered, so that was amazing.
Very good with an amazing comeback. Sheldon, do you have anything you would like to say before we end the stream?
No, not really. Except Pleasant Grove played amazing. Tatum Nelson, number 44, and number 23. All of Pleasant Grove really did play amazing. They all worked together, so good job.
Shout out to Pleasant Grove, and thank you so much for tuning in to PGSN. We do have a football game tomorrow at 7 p.m. versus AF. It will be at the PG Stadium, so make sure you tune in for that. This has been PGSN. I've been Zane Grothy, joined with
Sheldon Sweet.
Thank you so much, and once again, this has PGSN. We will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m.